Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne, and I'm here today with a new video, and it's going to be a look at the Guthrie&Ghani Sewing Society. If you don't know what Guthrie&Ghani is, it's an amazing sewing and haberdashery fabric shop in Birmingham, and they also run workshops and retreats and that sort of thing. It is owned by Lauren Guthrie, who was actually on the first series of the Great British Sewing Bee, but interestingly the build of the shop had begun before she went onto the Sewing Bee, so yeah, it's been in the pipeline for a long time. Guthrie&Ghani has a special place in my heart because I feel that they really kick-started my dressmaking journey. So in 2018 I had dabbled in dressmaking a little bit. I'd made a Cleo pinafore by Tilly and the Buttons and a Nina Lee Q dress, which was very poorly finished on the inside, but it looked lovely from the outside. And that was all. And I then looked at going on a sewing retreat and saw that Guthrie&Ghani were running one, and I decided to treat myself and go and just take a weekend just for me to completely immerse myself into dressmaking, and that's what I did. So it was a summer wardrobe sewing retreat. You chose 3 patterns and made those over the course of the weekend. I think there was a group of around 8 of us, maybe 6 to 8 of us attending, and then there was a tutor called Layla who was fantastic, and then Lauren was there the majority of the time as well. And that weekend just really made me fall in love with dressmaking and sewing. It really did. That was a thing that gave me so much confidence and really kick-started my dressmaking journey. So Guthrie&Ghani, like I said, has a very special place in my heart. They sell fabric, patterns, haberdashery items online. Have a look at their website because they just sell the most beautiful fabrics. I always know if I want something quite special that I can go to Guthrie&Ghani and they will fulfill my needs. This top is made in fabric from Guthrie&Ghani. It's the Closet Case Ebony Tee, and it's made in Liberty Viscose, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The quality is so high. So I would recommend checking out the Guthrie&Ghani website for all of your sewing needs. I really want to attend another workshop there as well, but obviously with the current situation they're not running any workshops at the moment and their shop is actually closed. They're still open for online orders, but their actual in-store experience is closed, obviously. But once everything's up and running again, I will look to go on another workshop there because it was such an enjoyable experience. So that's a little introduction to Guthrie&Ghani, but the reason I'm doing this video is because of their sewing society. Now last year, 2019, they announced that they were launching a monthly sewing box called the Guthrie&Ghani Sewing Society, and I found this idea really exciting. So basically what it was a monthly box where they would put together everything you needed to make a particular garment. So it would be the pattern, the fabric, the notions, but as well as that, Lauren would also film some YouTube tutorials that were only available to people that bought into the Sewing Society. So they would run alongside the making of the pattern and they would just help you with some of the trickier stages. So I just loved the concept, loved the idea. So I signed up to the newsletter and the emails, so I would get notified before other people of that month's Sewing Society box. And I waited with anticipation every month for this email to drop into my inbox. It comes on the first Wednesday of each month. Each month I would open the email, get really excited, and then I would find that perhaps it wasn't quite for me, or more often than not, it was a pattern that I already had. So I thought there was no point in actually buying into the Sewing Society box because I already had the pattern, so it would be a bit of a waste of money. This happened a few times. Then just before Christmas, they put out a survey and asked people's feedback. I gave my feedback and a lot of other people did as well. And then Lauren filmed a video actually going through the feedback and the changes that they were going to make to the Sewing Society. I'll link that video down below and you can go and check it out. And some of the changes that they made actually solved the problems that I had been having in not being able to access the box. Now, if you already own the pattern, you can substitute the pattern, so you would still get everything in the box that you need to make that pattern and the videos that go alongside it, but you could choose another pattern by that same pattern designer so that you're not losing out on any money. I think that's a really good change to the box. They also have introduced more options, so there's more fabric choices, and another impressive change is that if you already own the pattern and you've got the fabric and notions and things at home, you can actually pay for Lauren's videos. So you can pay a small fee, I'm sure it's something like £5, to access all of the videos that go alongside that month's box. That's really fantastic because it means that you can be involved in the Sewing Society even if you've already got everything that you need at home. You can still access Lauren's fantastic additional tuition alongside the pattern that you're going to make. So I've been keeping my eye out on the monthly emails. April's box did not disappoint. When I got the email on the first Wednesday of April, I opened it and it just sang to my heart. It was a pattern that I've actually wanted to make for a long time, and it's the first time that's happened with these emails. A pattern that I've wanted to make that I don't already have. I should probably say it was the closet case Kelly anorak, which I absolutely adore the look of and really, really want to make. So when I clicked through and looked at the details, I saw the price and my first thought was, I can't justify that price. I think it was something like £95 for one size bracket, or if you needed to go up into the next size bracket, which I did, it was £105. And I just thought I couldn't justify it. So then I came out of the email, but then I couldn't stop thinking about it. What I did was I went and looked on a couple of other websites and I thought, all right, could I put this kit together myself? Could I get the pattern, the fabric, the notions, everything I need to make this jacket? Surely I can do that cheaper. So I went and explored and I couldn't. I couldn't get everything I needed for cheaper, or for a lot cheaper than they were offering. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. Everyone's finding the current situation really difficult. Now is the time to just treat myself. That's what I decided to do. I'm just going to read you a little bit from the email that came through telling you what is in the box, and then I'm going to show you everything that arrived. The Kelly anorak is an unlined classic anorak. It has a two-piece cuffed sleeve, optional drawstring waist, gusseted flat pocket, and a zipper placket with snap buttons, and then a choice of a hood or a collar. So the kit that you would get would contain everything that you need to make this jacket, including all of the hardware, the notions, and then some beautiful Liberty Tarnalone fabric to line the hood and to bind the hem and the collar. Now they made this kit available in 4 different colourways. So there was a navy blue, a dahlia pink, which was quite a sort of dark pink colour, a rose, and then a sky blue. The kit was available in 2 sizes, like I mentioned earlier, and then alongside the kit you would also get Lauren's videos to help with some of the trickier stages of the construction of the jacket. There's actually 5 separate videos that run alongside this box. Now the colourway that I just adored and fell in love with was the rose pink. Now I've thought about it for a while because I don't see myself as much of a pink person, but it's a really lovely sort of dusky pink shade and I love the lining fabric for the hood, so it really just grabbed me and I knew that was the one I wanted. I know from previous experience of keeping an eye on these emails that they do sell out very quickly, so if you're subscribed to the Sewing Society emails, you get first choice and you get a couple of days before the kits are then released to the wider public. So I knew that I needed to grab the colour that I wanted before everyone could access them, because I knew that the pink colourways were going to be really popular. So that's what I did. I took the plunge, I paid for it, and I just then felt really, really excited about the arrival of the box. Now, it took a little bit longer to arrive because of the current situation and the huge amount of pressure on the Royal Mail at the moment in this country, but that was fine. I was very patient. And then eventually, well, not eventually, I would say it probably took about a week to a week and a half from me ordering, which wasn't too long to wait at all. But then this big box arrived. So there we go, my exciting Guthrie&Ghani box. And let me show you, it comes with lovely Guthrie&Ghani Sewing Society sticker on the front. And I just thought I'd show you everything that arrived. Now, one thing, or two things, sorry, I had to purchase additionally was the equipment to make the drawstring waist, because I guess they assumed that not everybody would want to make that version, so they didn't put that equipment in with the standard boxes. But if you wanted to, you could purchase the two things that you needed to help you make that feature of the pattern, which I did. I definitely wanted the drawstring waist. So let's get into it. Right, so inside that box, it was all wrapped in lovely tissue paper, but I've just put that to one side so I wasn't rustling on the video. The contents of the box included the pattern. So here we've got the closet case patterns, Kelly anorak. I love it. This is the version that I want to make, the version with the hood. And then we've got the drawstring waist as well. So I just think it's such a cool jacket. I really love it. Then, depending on which size kit you went for, you either got 3.2 meters or 3.8 meters of the twill fabric. Now, I went for the larger size range because it gave you the bust measurements and I fit into the larger size range. So I've got 3.8 meters of this beautiful rose cotton twill fabric. It's really gorgeous. I love that dusky pink colourway. I think it's really beautiful, and the fabric just feels really good quality. It's really heavyweight and stable and beautiful. I can get that pre-washed now, I've filmed this video. Then you got the thread that you needed to match, so they've colour matched the Gutermann thread and you've got a spool of that. You got the prim anorak snaps that you needed, and they're in this beautiful like rose gold colour, which are really nice. So you got that, and then the tools that you need to insert those. You got an open-ended zip, which is this one. You got 0.8 meters of the interfacing that you need, so that's all there. You got 0.6 meters of lining fabric, and they've paired it with this beautiful Liberty Tana lawn. It's called London Fields, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Really, really lovely. You get a pack of sewing machine needles, always useful. You get a lovely label to sew on the inside, which says, "Made by me with G&G." It's just so lovely. Don't know if that'll focus. You also get a lovely postcard, make to measure, and on the back you can make a note of your measurements, the size you've chosen, the pattern name, fabric details, the notions you've used, and any notes for making it next time. That's just a lovely little reminder of your project and a place to take notes. Then, as I mentioned, because I wanted to make the drawstring version, you did need to purchase two additional items. One of those was a packet of eyelets, and then the other was anorak cord. Now, I went for the Bordeaux colour because I thought that would be the best match, but I'm not so sure, and I might actually purchase a different colour. I'm thinking I might purchase a colour that matches in with the zip tape. I'm not sure. I'll have to see what I think when I'm putting it together and see if that matches or not. So there we go, that's everything that came in the Sewing Society box this month. I'm really happy that I decided to go for it. Like I said, I've been excited about this Sewing Society since they launched it last year, and I've really wanted to try it. So I'm delighted that the time has come for it to be the perfect project for me. It's something that I really want to just get my teeth into and chip away at over the course of a few weeks. I'm 30 weeks pregnant today, so I've got around 10 weeks left to go. I think if I chip away at this over the next few weeks, I could have this made before the baby arrives, which would be wonderful. I will update you on my progress as I'm making it and show you how I'm getting on, because I'm sure that some people might be interested in that as well. I'd love to hear from you if you've tried any of the Sewing Society boxes and how you found them, or if you haven't heard of them before and are now intrigued and excited to try them, then please let me know down below as well. I will put a link to Guthrie&Ghani's website where you can sign up to the emails and you can be notified first of next month's boxes. Now I'm assuming that they will have a box for May. I haven't heard otherwise. In that case, the email will be sent out on the first Wednesday of the month, which will be Wednesday the 6th of May, and it's released at around midday UK time. So I'll be keeping my eye out for that to see what is coming up. Thank you for watching today's video. I, as always, would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and join me on this channel, and I will see you again in my next video. Happy sewing. Bye. Have I said everything I want to say? I think so.